Welcome to Kyle Field on this Friday. Will Johnson and Dave Elmendorf with you tomorrow night from this very same venue. It is the Texas A&M Aggies and the UAB Blazers. We'll be on the air at 5 o'clock. Kickoff is 6. We'll have the call, Dave and I, with Andrew Monaco.
Where is he?
We're looking for him all over the stadium. We don't see him. Where'd he go?
I think that this is that time of the year where he's going to go off and do basketball instead of football.
He's going to leave us behind.
He just left us behind and went off to do the basketball game at Gonzaga.
Yeah.
And seriously, though, this is a really tough time of year for our play-by-play announcer, Andrew Monaco. So hard to keep up the schedule when you got to do basketball on the road and do football here at Kyle Field. So he'll be back tomorrow for the ball game.
You know, on his way back to College Station today. But yes, he will be on the broadcast with us tomorrow. But your Friday focus is between Dave and I. And before we get to UAB, last week, A&M against Ole Miss, a good 38-24 win. And you think that's some momentum the Aggies can build to carry them into this one?
I think last week showed what they learned at Auburn. I mean, they had some adversity in the start of that second half. Fumble at the 4-yard line, have it return 96 yards, and they've got a 21-14 lead. Interception on the next drive, didn't let it bother them, and then Mond comes back and throws 2 beautiful touchdown passes, and the Aggies win it by 14. So very exciting game, and to hold for the Aggie defense to hold that really good Ole Miss offense to only 17 points because 7 of the points was a defensive score. That's just awesome. I mean, I'm very proud of our defense.
Yeah, they certainly played really well. The Aggies get it done within the SEC. Now you step out of conference. UAB, Dave, this game looks a lot different than when you looked at the schedule before the year. I mean, prior to the 2018 season starting, you looked at UAB in between Ole Miss and LSU and said that's a sandwich game. Don't get caught sleeping. Aggies aren't going to sleep on the Blazers tomorrow. This is a good football team.
Well, they're ranked number 25. It's another ranked team coming into Kyle Field. They're 9-1. They're a really good football team. You know, they're so similar to Texas A&M. They want to run the football on offense, and they play great defense. They lead the nation in sacks. They lead the nation in third down prevention. The Aggies are number 3. So we're going to have a defensive battle tomorrow. It's going to be very special.
Yeah, UAB, they've actually already clinched their division. They are the CUSA West champions. They're going to play in that conference's league title game in December. But you mentioned that they lead the nation in sacks. Are you watching that offensive line closely? They're going to have to protect Kellen Mond in this game.
Oh, there's no question about it, and I'm betting on the Maroon Goons. They've done a great job this year. We're going to get Hawker back, which is great. So we'll have some more continuity and some more depth in that offensive line. So I think the Aggies, if they're going to focus, and I know they will, because this team has been a team that has given good effort every week. We got them at home, and this team has played really well at home. So I look for them to play well tomorrow and come out with a win. And we're already bowl eligible, but that 7th win will be a sweet one.
They're trying to make that bowl better and better. The destination.
Yeah, the more wins you've got, the better the bowl game.
No doubt about it. Also mentioned that the Blazers want to run the football, but the Aggies, they've been good at stopping the run all season long.
Well, they're one of the best in the country at stopping the run. But interesting thing about UAB, they run the ball more, a higher percentage than the Aggies do. I looked at some when I was working on the show today. The Aggies run it about 55% of the time. UAB, the Blazers, run it 67% of the time. 2 out of 3 is a run. So it's going to be a lot of offense, a lot of rushing offense, and 2 teams that neither one's in a hurry. So the game's going to be shrunk somewhat. They both want to take their time, run out the clock, or use the clock so that their defense gets enough rest. Very similar philosophies on both sides of the ball with these teams.
Yeah, Texas A&M did get a big takeaway against Ole Miss last week while the Rebels were in the red zone, but they did lose a turnover battle, -1 against Ole Miss. I know you need these Aggies to grab more turnovers. You want to see them in the plus after one of these last couple of games.
Well, and they've got a good opportunity because the UAB quarterbacks have thrown 11 picks, and so the Aggies have done pretty well in that category, and so we'll see how it goes tomorrow, but I like the Aggies in this one tomorrow.
All right. Andrew Monaco, yes, we do guarantee he will be back with us tomorrow night on the broadcast.
He promised. He promised.
He said he'd be here, so we're going off his words. Our broadcast starts at 5 o'clock from Kyle Field. Kickoff between A&M and UAB is at 6 o'clock. It's senior night. It's Military Appreciation Day. Hope you will join us here in College Station. For Dave Elmendorf, I'm Will Johnson. We'll see you with Andrew Monaco tomorrow night.